People always ask how I balance my family life with 400 shows a year. I'm just doing what I love with the people I love. It's my magic life.
I like Wes Iseli. I like everything about him.
All right, this week's episode is Natalie and I. We had a magician scheduled to be on this week, and then he ended up, I think, on a vacation trip. He ended up on a trip, and he's like, I'd love to do your podcast. I just didn't know this last-minute thing came up. I'm available next Monday.
Oh,
well, next week is
that.
supposed to be you and me, so we're just moving ours up 1 week.
I didn't know that's why he rescheduled. I thought he just got confused on dates.
No, but it'll be awesome. It'll be fun. Talking about dates, Natalie and I have started, after 14 years of marriage, we've been doing scheduled date nights.
Yeah. I've been telling you for a while I wanted to do once a month date nights. Just, you need some alone time with your spouse and no kids and not having to worry about cleaning somebody up or keeping somebody in line or turn down your iPad, different things like that. So
it's funny that
it's nice.
Before Lana, it was just going out.
No. Oh.
Now it's a thing.
Yeah.
Now it's
yeah.
a.
Well, I have been asking
night.
Since before the boys were born to do a scheduled date night, but you were always like, "But I like taking Lana with me." I'm like, "I like taking her with me too, but I want a date night."
I do. I enjoy.
But you never let me do that. But now that there's 3 of them, I suppose you're all right with it. I don't know what changed your mind, but
we have Willow. We have a babysitter.
we could have gotten a babysitter before.
Well, we have a live-in babysitter, so it's like, hey, we're doing it tonight. Okay. You're paying me, I'm here. We don't have to schedule her or anything. She's just here.
Well, okay, so it would have taken a little extra work to do it before, but anyway, whatever.
It's hard to schedule them because people could book shows. You know what I mean? All right, we're going to take off next Thursday, and then somebody calls and that thing, and then we have to cancel the babysitter. This is a heck of a lot easier with Willow. So, tell everybody, how romantic am I on a date?
Well, considering our first date, we went to a magic show. I think that was more for you than for anything else.
No, come on. Who did we go see, and what did we do? You loved it.
We went out to dinner, and we went to see Rick Thomas. Didn't we say this on the last podcast or something?
Probably, but now you're saying it's for me. That sounds like you're
Well,
poo-pooing
I mean,
it.
it's a magic show. I had fun. Yes, it was fun. I love Rick Thomas.
And I took you to a fancy fish joint.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you call it. What do you call it?
I was on the water. It's a seafood restaurant.
There you go.
And it was pretty. It had a pretty view. It was a nice dinner. We kept on track with our health plan that time. It was good. It was fun. I had a good time. And then this time was for our anniversary.
Which we did a day late because you had meetings with your...
Yeah, I told you I was going to have to skip them, but you said, no, don't skip them. We'll just go the next day.
I didn't want to mess you up. You're doing good on that thing. Thanks. So, how was your date night this time?
It was fun. It was good. I had a good time.
It's weird, though, because post-COVID...
It's nice to just kind of hang out, just the 2 of us, and do things just the 2 of us. We went and saw Doctor Strange.
Which was
Didn't
weird.
have to go take a potty break in the middle of the movie, which was nice. I mean, take the kid out. And
the kids. I mean, the babies run around the living room, and it's hard to watch anything.
I'm not talking about babe. I'm talking about having to take Lana to the bathroom in the middle of a movie when we go out to the movies.
Oh.
But yeah. And then we went out to dinner at a fancy schmancy restaurant. That was fun. We don't do that very often. I mean, that was like uber fancy schmancy. The seafood place was nice, but this was like fancy schmancy, expensive fancy schmancy.
The other place wasn't cheap.
Oh, it was cheaper than this place.
But the other place was more expensive than taking all 6 of us out to dinner. And it was just me and you.
No, it wasn't. It was about on par for taking all 6 of us out to dinner.
It was $100 for that.
80-something.
You sure?
Yes.
I don't know.
No, but about counting, taking all 6 of us.
You're not counting the tip. I thought it was like $100.
I'm sure I am.
Yeah. I don't know. You pay the bills, so I don't know. Whenever the waiter comes over the table, he always hands me the the credit card or the receipt, and I'm like, give it to the boss. I'll
That's
let
because
Natalie do it.
most people, it's the guy that pays the bill.
Well,
But it all comes out of the same account, so it really don't matter.
I'll let Natalie do it. She's quicker at the math. I have to pull out calculators to figure out the tip and everything, and I'm like, I'm good.
I showed you how to do it plenty of times.
I can do it. But I don't like doing it. I'd just rather have you do it for me.
Yeah.
So Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And we both went in thinking that Spider-Man, he messed up something with the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah.
How did we figure that out?
The preview.
Made it look like
he was in trouble for
changing stuff.
Breaking the, what is it, the universe or multiverse or something. You know how the sky cracked all up. And then,
This one had nothing to do with that.
No, it did not.
It was like a standalone movie. Had nothing to do. It didn't follow in line. We thought it was going to follow in line with the other one.
I mean, they mentioned Spider-Man in the very beginning. But that was it. Yeah, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but it was good. It was a good movie.
And we went to the Draft House.
Yeah.
And the Draft House in Charlottesville has...
we could have had dinner there. They have a full menu.
And we're going to be working the Arlington Draft House soon. Check out wesisley.com for details on that. But we'd never been to a draft house before.
No.
And they said the first 2 rows, the seats completely reclined and laid back. And we're like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
We sat in the front row. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, the seat laid down. We were fine.
Yeah.
We didn't break our necks.
Mm-mm.
But, Natalie, we were a little lax on our diet that night.
Yeah.
But after doing it for a while, it was all right. Do it once in a while. It was our it was 14-year anniversary. We can do what we want.
Yep.
We're grown people.
You're allowed to go off plan if you want to. I'm not going to again until after I've reached my goal, though. That's for sure.
It took you a couple days to get back on.
It took me more than a couple days to get back on track. I mean, like, I got back on track eating-wise and got back on track. I'm saying scale-wise. It took a long time.
And now you're down even lower than before you went to that place.
Okay, I know.
No, I am too.
But I could have been even
know.
further in my journey if I hadn't messed up.
I'm
not messed up, but, just be a little lax. But yeah. I mean, it didn't take that long, but it was a few days, and I just want to reach my goals. So, 14th anniversary is a good reason to go off plan for a little bit.
We had
and then
let's tell everybody how crazy we went. Are you
ready
ready for this?
Out.
This is how crazy we went. We had one beer at the draft house.
Yeah.
For a 2.5-hour movie, we had one beer.
One hard cider.
And then at dinner, I had a 6-ounce steak.
Which is totally on plan.
And you had scallops, which is totally on plan. And then we had
we shared a
dessert.
Yeah.
And
the piece of cake was real small, so I'd say we probably each had a 1-inch by 2 or 3-inch piece of cake.
But right? How guilty do we feel?
So guilty. So freaking guilty.
And the scale showed the next day. And the scale showed.
I was so extremely tired, too. Like,
your body tries to process all that stuff.
Yeah, I was so tired. Going home, I just wanted to close my eyes and go to sleep. Got home, I needed to, get the boys ready for bed and rock them to sleep and all that jazz. And I knew it was going to be a little bit before I go to bed. And I'm over here. I was just so tired. It hit me hard. I was like, man.
And
makes a big difference.
So after that fancy restaurant, after the movie, we were like, let's go. There's an outdoor shopping mall near that fancy steakhouse we went to. And if you live around here, it's called Aberdeen Barn. It's a fancy steak. It's like the fanciest steakhouse in Charlottesville. And there's an outdoor mall across the street. And we're like, we'll go over there and we'll walk a while. And I'll get a cup of coffee. And we'll just walk around. It's only 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll just peruse. Look in some of the stores.
It's a beautiful night. Let's do it.
It's what?
Dude, post-COVID, everything's just awful.
It's all shut down. First of all, half the stores don't have anything in them anymore. And the other half are closed by 7 p.m., which is ridiculous. And the only things that were open were restaurants. But there was a coffee shop, but it was closed. So, if you had wanted a cup of coffee, you'd have to go sit down at a restaurant and order a cup of coffee. So he didn't get his cup of coffee. But
But everything was closed. We couldn't look around in any stores. The
Nope.
only thing open was restaurants.
Yep.
And then we got in the car and started driving a little bit. And I said, you know what is open? Barnes and Nobles. So we went perusing Barnes and Nobles, and Natalie got herself a couple books for her anniversary.
Yep, that was my anniversary gift to myself.
With my
two
paycheck.
books.
You're welcome. You used my credit card. You're
Your
welcome.
Paycheck. Huh?
But
yeah. And you got your cup of coffee.
I got a cup of coffee there, which that place is always too. Yeah, it wasn't good. I drank it. I drank it. You didn't notice I nursed it till like midnight. It's just so.
No, I just
what is
figured
it
you were
called?
so freaking stuffed from dinner.
That too.
You're just taking your time.
But what is it? It's so dark, rich, dark.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. I don't like it. I like watered down coffee. Your dad says I like it like a 6-year-old likes coffee. But
That's funny.
But yeah, it's weird that everything's closing like at 7 p.m. It sucks.
Yeah,
It's summertime now. I mean, we're in June, right? No,
we're in the end.
We're in May.
End of May.
It's just weird. You'd think people would want to go out, and we have a later schedule, so 7 p.m. is like 3 p.m. for normal people.
Dude,
I mean, it's
Yeah, we went out early. We went in
That's
the middle
like
of the day to go
That's what I'm
to
trying
the
to
movie. We were watching a movie in the middle of the day, and then went out to dinner. And dinner was a bit early.
Right.
So, I mean, we had dinner at like 5.
So 7 p.m. for normal people is like our 3 p.m. We're like on LA time.
I don't know. We eat dinner at 7. So
Now.
we'd be like old people in California eating dinner early. But wake schedule is like California. When we get up in the mornings, when we go to bed at night. Yeah. We'd be normal scheduled people in California.
Right.
Yeah.
When I was in Vegas in January, I was good. It was weird. I was good.
For getting up in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got right up in the morning.
You
It wasn't a
didn't-
problem at all.
Yeah, you didn't. It was normal.
Right.
A normal time to get up.
Yeah, I don't know. What else was I going to say?
I don't know. Everything was shut down. It was just kind of disappointed. So we walked around the whole thing, saw people eating food at restaurants, and that was pretty much it. So, yeah, and we went to Barnes & Noble's, and I got a couple mystery thriller books, and I started one, and it's really good so far. Yeah.
What is it, the other one you just gave to Willow? Is that one you just bought, or is that an older one?
I bought that one. I bought that one on Mother's Day. That was my Mother's Day gift to myself.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that was a good book too. It had a big old twist at the end. Made my jaw drop. I was like, what? That's not what I was expecting at all. What?
So
it's good.
what's the name of the book? Listeners want to know.
Oh, The Silent Patient. Don't ask me the author because I can't remember, but it's called The Silent Patient. It's about a lady that murdered her husband. And then she doesn't talk, like, at all. Not to defend herself, not in therapy afterwards, so they think she's insane. And it goes from there, and you gotta read it because it's really good.
He cut her tongue out. That's why she killed him.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, I just made it up.
Yeah.
So, I was taking a guess. What's our next date night? That's what I was going to ask.
Well, we've been doing one once a month, so I guess mid-June. Another few weeks. Whenever we can fit it in June.
So I was thinking we did two things last time. We did movie and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
How about we do something together and then go out to dinner with Ron and Mary Lou?
Okay. That would be fine. Like
Okay.
a double date night.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But that way we have our time together, just me and you. And
Yeah.
then we get in a dinner with friends that we promise we do dinner. And it's just going to be a lot easier without the whole crew.
Yeah.
And we get to talk to them
We
on a
have
level we
one-on-one
haven't
time.
talked to them in a long time. Because they
Yep.
just make over the kids the whole time. We bring the kids.
Which is totally fine.
Yeah, but I miss my one-on-one time with
Because
Ron
they're
and Mary Lou.
like grandparents
Yeah.
to them. So,
Um,
God,
Yeah,
you
so
need to
that'd be good.
dust in here. Look at this.
my magic room
This
is
is
my hangout room. It's hard to dust in here.
No, you can dust. This
hard.
This is set. You got the little.
Where's the duster at?
Mary-
Where's the duster
Mary
at?
Lou
Show
gave
me
you.
duster.
Look at that. Look
Show
at
me-
this.
show me another spot.
I can help. I need dusting.
No, do your
can
finger like you
totally
just
read
did.
it.
Do your finger like you just did.
Look at that.
And now do it to the left a little bit more.
No, I'm not going to dust your room. But look at that. Look at that.
All right,
That's
it's
gross.
dusty. Well,
What I'm saying is Mary Lou gave you a cute little duster, and Lana loves to use it. And you just hit a button, and it goes, bzzz, and
yeah.
it would be perfect for this room because you can just stick it.
She'll knock all my stuff off my shelf.
I'm not saying Lana do it. Lana doesn't need to come in here and get yelled at about hitting something wrong, moving something wrong. You. That's why it's dusty.
I can't even pay Willow to do it because I don't trust her. She'd break it.
I wouldn't want to dust in here. That's why it's not dusted. You need to dust. It's gross.
It's not gross. Don't say gross.
It's gross.
I don't like that. You can't say gross. It's got
layers of dust on it.
This is the coolest room in the house. I'm just looking around at Magic.
It's almost like nobody comes in here because everything's just dusty.
Well, that's because I have 3 kids and I got to be near them. And
dusty.
If they scream or they yell and you need help, I got to be near them. So I'm trying to stay at my desk more often.
You need to dust.
I used to go in my magic room and just hang out and watch magic movies. And I watch them all at my desk now because I want to be close.
Well, okay, that's fine.
So I don't get to hang out in here
like I want to. Take 30 minutes and dust in here.
I got to find 30 minutes.
You can do it.
Anyway.
You need to do it before you have a magic friend over and show them all your dusty magic.
So we teased on social media this week, which I meant to tease because you only get like 140 characters or 180 characters on Twitter, and I couldn't put it all out and couldn't figure out the words to put it all out. So I just did a little tease post. And I had one guy
under the bus.
I was like, "You're lying." I had another guy like, "All right, Dave Chappelle," and that's a comedian friend of mine. But I'm like, dude, I'm not lying. So AGT reached out to us in the past, year after year, and said, "Hey, we have, audition in your area. We'd love for you to come out and try out." Well, that's asking us to go out to a cattle call.
Mm-hmm.
Then they started asking, after we fooled Penn and Teller.
We didn't have time to do a cattle call because we're full time.
Right. And I'm not going to wait in line for 8 hours to maybe see somebody. So last year, after fooling Penn and Teller, they reached out to me and they were like, "No, dude, there's no cattle call. Not for you. Not for you. We want you on the thing. What can you have to have 3 things, at least 3 things. Can you do 5 things if we get to the finals? Can you do 5? Can you think of 5? Can you get us the list together? Yeah, but I need to talk to somebody. All right, listen. This has happened to a magic friend. This has happened to another magic friend. This has happened. Oh, we don't do that anymore. We've talked about it on the past podcast.
Yeah, and we talked to them, and we're making sure, because we don't want to get a standing ovation and then have it on TV is that we got booed off stage.
Which I have a friend in Vegas that his wife was filming backstage. He got a standing ovation. They put him in a boo montage.
Which is awful. That's not cool.
We don't do it like that anymore.
Yeah.
Those producers aren't here anymore.
We're not going to make it. We're not going to mess up your career. We do not do that. And if there's something on here, something happens where you're like, no, I can't have that happen I can't have that happen for my career. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. They'll edit it out. And we're like, okay. But I don't know what happened.
We may have talked too much.
Mash up, or we scared them for wanting to know more information.
Right. I don't know.
But if that's what scared them off, too bad. I'm not going to go.
Right. Well, whatever. Yeah, we don't want it to be bad.
Right.
But this week, out of the blue, I had a thing that I wish I could pull up the email, but we're using my phone to record. My iPad's here for notes. But I got an email from this company, and it was like, hey, we like your work. We'd like to know if you'd be interested. How did it read? Do you remember how it read?
No. They're just interested in having you come out. Small things, no big illusions. We can't fit that in travel. And here are the dates.
We want you to. We want you to. Yeah. We want you to come.
If you're interested, let us know, and we'll talk to you about things further.
But
and send us videos and send us whatever.
But it wasn't like I needed to audition. They were ready to get me.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but they were like, send us videos of this, and this, so we can kind of work it in the script, is what they were saying. But they were saying, no card tricks. Card tricks aren't going to play.
Not big. That's not big enough, but you can't do illusions because that's too big. They don't have the room.
We're not going to ship it.
Right.
And what it was, drum roll, It was Cirque du Soleil wanted me, and it's a show that they have called Pomp, Snow, and Circumstance.
Yeah.
Pomp, Snow, and Circumstance. It's hard to say. But they had a 6-week European tour, and they wanted me from, like, I left in October, and I'd be back, like, December or
Ends in
something.
November or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It was like, I don't know if it was 6 weeks total or if it was 7 weeks with rehearsals or something. I don't know.
But
Can't remember.
the tour goes from the UK, Belgium, Italy, Spain, Cuba, and Bahrain. Bahrain? How do you say it?
Bahrain? I don't know.
Bahrain. And I went up to Natalie. I'm like, Natalie, because she hadn't seen the email yet. Now, Natalie, if I had a job and I had to leave to go overseas, and I wrote you a show, and could you do all the shows that we have scheduled for us? And she just said, nope.
Yeah, one, we have contracts. We have tons and tons of contracts for October. We have contracts.
Last year we did
And
40
the
shows
thing-
in October. 30 of them are at that farm by themselves. That farm has
But
30
the-
shows.
But the thing that you have always said is we are first come, first serve. I don't care what size show it is. If we have a show that day, we're not, and they already have a contract, we are not going to leave them high and dry because somebody offers us more money. That's what you've said. And that's just how you do business. That is the ethical way to do it. You have a signed contract. You show up. You do the show. You don't send me to do a show by myself. That's not what the contract says. 1. 2, I have no interest in doing that. 3, I have timed out these shows to work, to unload and set up, do the show, pack up and reload and get to the next show with 2 people unloading and reloading, not me by myself. So that's all of the reasons why it wouldn't work. I think I'm justified.
I'm not arguing with you. We sent them a note and said, hey, we have contracts for October. We can't be there. But and we didn't even get to ask about money, because why even ask? Because we knew we couldn't do it.
Right. And you might have been paid pennies. You don't know.
Right. I mean,
Because they might say, oh, we're only going to pay you $100 a week because we're paying for travel and we're paying for hotel and whatever else.
somewhere along the line, they were saying that the people that did really good in AGT only make $1,000 a week on tour.
Yeah.
I can't prove that, but I've heard that multiple times. That's nothing.
You're right. So,
Right.
I mean, I don't know that we...
And
I
that's
have no idea what maybe we missed out on $1 million deal. I doubt it, but maybe. But I don't want to know because we have contracts and we have to honor them.
well. And the other thing was that they were, when we told them that we had contracts for October, we can't even make the first rehearsal date, and we're going to miss 3 of the 6 weeks or whatever it was, just the October dates. And I'm like, our October's crazy. I haven't even looked at November. Sorry, we have contracts, but if you ever need us in the future, please let us know. And they were like, oh yeah, we have you in mind for something else. We'll be in touch. Now, whether they ever get back in touch with us or not,
And
I don't
if
know.
they do it
But that
early
was cool
enough,
that they
you
said
know?
that right
Yeah.
away. I mean, they came right away back with that. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
Yeah.
That made me feel good.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we didn't burn any bridges by telling you we couldn't do it. We were just honest. And really, I think that's the best route to take.
well, that's why I brought it to you. Like, let's play a game. Let's
Yeah,
say
but
that
it's
let's
not-
say that I broke my legs. Can I write a show for
No.
you?
No.
With me doing voiceover and you doing your trick, Lana doing a trick, the boys doing a trick, you get back on stage, you do a trick.
Here's the thing. You broke your foot and you just sat there but you still did the show. We made that work. We can make it work. No. I'm not going to do a show by myself. That's not what I signed up for.
I know, but you are a magician now. You know that. You're good.
But I'm not doing a whole magic show by myself. I don't have that desire to do that. I don't want to. A bit in the show, having a part in the show, yes, absolutely. But I don't want to be the magician. You know what I mean?
No, this seems new to me because you've always wanted your face on the poster. You always
Yeah,
want
I want
more
my
and more
face
and
on the
more.
poster. I want to be in the show. I want to do magic with you. I do not want my own show.
Well, it's just for 6 weeks.
No,
Um,
not even just for 6 weeks. I want to do magic shows with you, not by myself.
I got it.
Okay, good.
So anyway, that was freaking awesome, and that was out of the blue. And Cirque du Soleil offered me a gig. I never thought that day would happen. And it wasn't like it was a cattle call. I mean, they emailed me directly saying, hey, we want you. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a nice feeling. And hopefully they'll email back and we'll be able to do something.
Well, I don't know.
Time.
You say hopefully, but if they're only paying $300 a week or $300 a show.
Well, then we'll find out.
Yeah,
and we can say,
but
no,
we're
we
paying
can't do
for
it.
your hotel, and we're paying for your per diem.
Mm.
Yeah, but $300 a day doesn't do anything, dude.
Well, you just have to wait and find out what they offer next time they offer.
But you guys just listen to Wes Iseli. If I say, daggone it, that I had a $40 million production, which is a Cirque show called Pomp, Snow, and Circumstance, it's a $40 million production. They wanted me to do magic in the show. I'm not lying.
Nope.
That
not
dude
lying.
that said you're lying. Uh-huh. That was his
Maybe
comment.
he read it wrong. Maybe he thought you turned down a $40 million contract.
Dude, I called him out right away. Dude, what do you think? I'm lying to you? That's rude.
Did he respond?
Yeah. He said, oh, that was me just talking out loud.
So that still means he doesn't believe you.
Well, it's just rude. It really was. But I'm trying to turn off. You keep hearing my phone ding. You talk while I look at this. I can't do both at the same time.
You gotta go into settings and turn it on airplane mode at the top. Airplane mode. The orange one.
Oh,
with the
I wasn't
airplane.
trying to do that. I was trying to do not disturb.
Oh, well, airplane mode will be better because now you won't hear anything.
Anyway. So,
Hopefully.
and then my buddy Benny Pitts was trying to give me a hard time. All right, Dave Chappelle. So I PM'd
He might
him.
have read it wrong, too. Maybe he read it that you gave up a $40 million contract. That's
I
not
said
what
a
you
$40
wrote.
million show.
It's a $40 million show.
Production.
Right. Right. Exactly. You weren't going to get $40 million.
Anyway. We have update on my brother.
Okay.
Go ahead. What do you know? I've told you everything.
Well, they've been in an Airbnb for a month, and now they're moving into a hotel and working on getting their house rebuilt. And people have been very generous. What do you do, yell?
Yeah, get closer to the microphone.
I am
Every
right
time I
at
talk.
the microphone.
There you go.
Jeez. Anyway, I'm getting hand signals over here. You should see this. Pointing at the mic and pointing at the
If you
board.
guys can't hear her talking, I'm further away from the microphone.
You yell. I talk in a normal person voice.
All right. Well, I just wanted
You
to
yell.
register on that mic thing there. I just wanted to show up. So he's in an Airbnb now.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're moving to a hotel for a few weeks, then they're moving to a townhouse for a while. I don't know how long that'll last. And then they're getting their house rebuilt. They're working on it. They're slowly but surely figuring this stuff out. And people have been really, really, really nice. Really, really, really generous. So kind. It's been amazing to see.
My little girl was trying to give me a hard time the other day. Are we going to see Jay again? Are we going to see him again? You see him all the time now that his house burned down. That's because so many people have sent checks, packages, checks, gift cards to my house because I said on my social media post that does the mail deliver to a house that's burned down? And now he's in a different county in the Airbnb, so he doesn't want to have to drive
every day to go get mail.
30 miles to go pick up
And
boxes.
if you get a box sent to your house,
he doesn't have a front porch to keep it out of the rain.
Right, exactly.
So yeah.
it's been
So
nice
every
to
time
see
people
them, though.
send it here, I want to get it to him right away because I feel guilty.
Well, I
Like
don't know
one
why you
lady-
feel guilty.
Well, one
That's
lady
all on
sent a
you.
check and she said, "Tell me as soon as you receive it." And then she emailed me that day, "Have you received it?" I just got out of the mailbox 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I received it. He hasn't cashed it yet.
I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, I just got in the mailbox 10 minutes ago.
Right.
So I wanted to get that to him right away. But we had a customer that works at a school in Northern Virginia. And she said, what can we do? What can we do at the school? Because a 5-year-old kid was in the basement of Jay's house, Jay's grandson. So they got clothes and shoes and toys. And Jay said, God bless her. She's never met my brother. She only knows us. And we've been working with her for every year. She's a sweetheart. She's awesome. We like her a lot.
Yeah.
But Jay said, she spent $17 in postage getting me that box.
Yeah.
He was like jaw dropping. Just she spent $20 to deliver it. I said, what about me? I had to pay $30 in gas getting it to you. I live an hour and 15 minutes away.
That's funny.
Anyway. Yes.
And we met him for dinner, so we had to pay for food while we were out.
That was the night you didn't have to cook.
Yeah.
We took the whole clan to Massanutten recently. Massanutten's starting again.
Yep.
Are we doing any big illusions this year? How's that going to work?
Yes, we can do big illusions that we can fit into the RV. Because it is a big mountain, and I don't want to have to take the RV in halfway through the summer because our brakes are gone from pulling a trailer.
I just got brakes put on the RV.
I don't care. I don't want to do it again. So we're going to try and fit everything for the health of our RV, because it's a weekly thing. If it was like once, you go to a show and you're going over a mountain or whatever, okay, well, that's fine. It's not like you're going there every week for, 12, 14 weeks in a row. This is, which is great. I love it. But we have illusions that we can pack small and put in the RV so that we don't have to pull the trailer. So that's what we're going to do.
And all the inventory is already in the RV.
Yes.
The projection screen is already in the RV.
Yes.
So we
So
literally just have to figure out the illusions.
Right.
So you thinking we're just doing sword basket?
You can do sword basket and you can do metamorphosis if you want to. You need to fix it first. But
Yeah.
we can take it apart. And...
It just needs a clip. It just needs some clips.
Okay. But you can take it apart and build it.
Yeah.
Each time. And that can fit in the RV if you want to do 2 illusions. If you just want to do 1, we can just do sword basket and you have your big screen to do other stuff too. But anyway, we're going to make it work. It's fine.
How did it feel doing the sword basket last time? Did you fit like a glove? Did it fit easy or was it tight?
No, it fit. I just realized I need to make a few adjustments because I'm not used to doing it anymore, and I need to scooch a little bit this way and that way in order to not get hurt.
Okay.
Quite
well,
frankly.
tell everybody. What did I do?
I had a big old bruise on my leg from the pole going down in the middle, and I got scratched up on my arm.
From a sword going by you.
From a sword going by me, and then I was in the wrong position, so the bottom of the thing cut me too.
But that's the wing nut?
That's just the corner. There's like each corner has like a
support
piece of wood triangle there, and
So what this illusion is I put her in this basket that I don't fit in. I've tried to get myself in it. I can't fit in it at all. Because Natalie, I tell everybody she's a foot taller than me. Ha ha ha. She's 6 inches, whatever it is. And then she gets in this basket, and I put 4 swords in it. 1 through the front, 1 through the feet, 1 through her. The
down
right.
to the feet, the front, and the back, and up.
Through the side.
Up the.
Yeah. Where your head would be.
Yeah.
And then there's a pole that goes down in the center. Tink, tink, and you hit the wood with that, and you know that she's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then to prove that you're really gone, I can walk around inside the basket.
Climb in the basket.
And I love it. It's awesome. But now that you're 45 pounds...
48 pounds.
48 pounds lighter.
Just about, not quite.
No, but seriously, you are lighter now than you've been since we've been doing the trip. Yeah,
because we weren't doing it when we got married, were we? I think the only time I've been lighter is at our wedding. I think I was like 5 pounds lighter at our wedding.
So this ought to be like butter.
And then
this ought to be the easiest time you've ever had.
I was probably 15 at least pounds lighter when we met. But then I met you and we started eating frozen pizzas and got
That's the only thing I knew
happy.
how to cook.
And then I lost weight for our wedding, but I didn't quite get down to when we met weight. But it was good weight. So yeah, I'm somewhere around where I was when we got the illusion-ish, I think.
I think
Maybe.
you're littler.
You think I'm littler?
Well,
Possibly.
you said, dude, we probably got that illusion.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because we got it after Lana was born, right?
I think so, because it was in the kitchen, and Lana came in there, and she said, "What are you doing, Dad?" And
Okay.
I was trying to get in it, and you were upset because you wanted to fit in it.
Because I couldn't get in it.
And then I said, "All right, well, let me try." And you're like, "Well, you were already doing the red box. I want to do something."
Yeah, because we had the red box, gave them all the specifications, and they just gave us a standard one, and there's no way my long legs could fit in a standard one.
So here's the thing. We ordered that trick, and it was a 3-page form of
weight, height, dimensions,
chest,
measurements,
waist.
Yeah, how
leg.
long are the legs? How long are the arms? How long is the torso?
How long is your
How big is
inseam?
the head? All sorts of stuff. We gave them all of that, and then they just shipped us the standard size. I couldn't fit.
$6,000 later, and man, I remember the day that Upspan showed up. Do you remember that knock on the door?
Yeah. Can you help me, please?
Can you help me with this? And then
Poor
we
guy.
tore up our kitchen door trying to get it through our front door of our kitchen.
Yep.
Do you remember that? Knocked
Yes,
the wood
I
off
do.
the door.
Yep.
Well, it's
Yeah.
supposed to fit through every door. Why was our kitchen door so small? Because we take it to schools, we take it to regular buildings.
You had it in the crate that it came in. That's why.
We take it into schools and through Massanutten doors and through every
Oh, in
resort
that
door.
crate. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I want to tell you. I don't know.
That door isn't standard size.
Apparently. But anyway, that was upsetting. So we had to totally rewrite that because Wes could fit in it because she's shorter than me. Thank goodness after spending all that money. So then we got the sword basket, and I was like, I can fit in that. And I couldn't figure out how to get down in the darn thing. And then Wes was like, I want to get in. I'll try. I'll get in it. I'm like, what are you? No, this is not how it's supposed to
And
work.
that's when Lana walked in. What are you guys doing? So
And
she was
then
definitely alive.
You couldn't get your shoulders. You couldn't get your shoulders in. Your shoulders were just too wide. And so I was bound and determined, and I finally figured out how to get down in there. But it took a while.
And you had to have some other specifications done to it, like duct tape over wing nuts. And
Yeah,
things.
because my hair gets stuck coming up out of the basket.
So
It's just stuck.
during rehearsal, I have it on video. Boy, if I could find that, that'd be great to put on Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Because it's like, ta-da! And I'm standing up looking at the audience, and then I drop the silk, and
I'm just still stuck down in there.
but
Kid,
she's
your
sitting there
hair.
with her ear towards the ceiling, and she's pulling, and she can't undo it.
It hurts. Help me.
It's funny.
ripping my
I gotta
hair out.
find that rehearsal video. Talking about Patreon though, we've been putting up like four to five Patreon only videos each week. This week I just put up a blooper video from our cruise. Yeah.
What was
we,
that?
We went outside. We're like, let's videotape outside. It's a beautiful night. And we went
Was it
out
all
there.
windy? Oh.
And you were trying to talk, and you're like, this is like the
Yeah.
weather people. And you
Yeah.
couldn't spit it out. And we were laughing hysterically because it was.
I had a dress on. I felt like a Marilyn Monroe moment was going to happen.
But the wind was blowing in your face so hard you couldn't.
Can't talk.
You couldn't talk, and you couldn't inhale definitely because it
Yeah.
would throw too much down. And it's pretty funny.
But it wasn't cold. It was nice and warm.
Beautiful.
But it was just very windy.
And I had the windsock on the camera, and it's. I mean,
Yeah.
it's real loud.
That doesn't matter when it's that windy. It sounds like there's no windsock. That's funny.
But
I didn't know you put that up.
so what else do we have at Massanutten this year people can look forward to? Because Massanutten has always been, in all of our years of doing it, our
revamp show. So we have a new
yes,
show.
that's
for
when
the
we
year.
start our new show. We create a new show, and that's it. Boom. We take that, and we have Massanutten.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything, are we bringing back other stuff? Are we going to have something new? Do you have any ideas?
Well, are you going to have the boys doing something by that point?
I talked to Tater the other day about it, and Tater's just saying a magic trick. This is what Tater and I came up with, and this is just spitballing for 2 seconds. Go ahead. What?
I was going to say, wasn't this about the Agent Lana just started pulling a soap out of your hand?
Yeah.
It's something simple. You gotta have it simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what the setup is our kids are twins, identical twins. Do you guys have identical twins in your family? I don't know. I don't have any experience with identical twins, but I've always heard of twin telepathy. Let's test it out. I'm going to show you guys. If I tickle one in the kitchen, the one in the living room starts laughing. I don't know. Does he feel it? Does he hear that one laughing? I don't understand it, but here, check this out. So I have a box, a baseball cap. I have something with multicolored candies in it.
Okay.
Somebody chooses one and shows it to Julian.
So an audience member?
Right.
Okay.
Any color they want.
Okay.
Lex cannot see it. I don't know how we're going to do that staging-wise. He might just be turned around or in your arms.
Yeah, and my arms facing away from you guys. Okay.
Then I go over there and talk to Lex. And I'm like, Lex, do you have any idea? Reach in the box, reach in the bag, do whatever. Boom, he pulls out the same color candy.
You gotta get him to pull it out.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
Wink, wink. Animal training, carbonara effect, animal trainer.
Yeah.
He gets to eat it.
Oh, but what about Julian?
I can give Julian a piece of candy too. But here's the thing. I think that'll make him reach in and grab it every single time on command. Because while you were on a call tonight with your health coach, I gave them a couple pieces of chocolate just because they were wrestling and they were whiny in there. And by the second piece of chocolate, first one, Julian had his head against the fence watching Sesame Street. And Lex was just laying back playing with his toes. I gave him a piece of chocolate. Everything was fine. They were happy. They were good.
Okay.
Second time, they started wrestling and complaining and arguing. I went in there. I'm like, boys, do you want candy? You got to behave. Do you want candy? Both of them were up and heads against the fence like dogs begging.
Oh, gosh. Train
them
like dogs.
That's fine.
With candy, they're going to be 700 pounds.
400 shows a year. How many pieces of candy is that?
400.
That's over a whole year, though. That's not... if it's just one M&M, if it's just one Jolly Rancher, if it's just one... Okay, not a Jolly Rancher, but you know what I mean.
I gotcha. Okay.
Unless the audience member picks a Jolly Rancher. But do you like that idea? And if it's candy, they get to eat it, and that's what Tater and I figured out. If it's candy, they get to eat it, and that'll inspire them. Because I tried to do it where they were just picking a card. Well, my dove produces a card. My dove poops an egg, and the card is inside the egg that they chose. Now I'm going to have my kid.
Egg instead of poops an egg.
Okay, okay, she lays an egg, and then inside that. But now I have my kid look at a card, and the other kid picks a different card. And he was doing it.
It's just another card trick.
But then I take a card from him, and then it upset him. He wanted the card, and he wanted to rip it up, and he went...
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's a good card. Don't rip it up. And I took it from him, he cries.
Right.
But if I produce candy, and then he eats candy, and then he picks a piece of candy, and then he eats it, we just got to get him to show it to the audience first. Then he can have it. That's going to be the hard part, getting that 30 seconds of him showing it to the audience.
Yeah.
But that's different, though. That's not a card trick.
That is different.
Is that good? Is that good?
I think so.
We don't have to have 3 in a row.
Well,
we don't have to have like the law of 3, do we? Like 3 provers?
No, I think that would get boring.
So just candy, done. They're done.
Yeah. So, and plus, if you're having a spectator up there, pick a piece of candy. Okay, great. Good job. Nice pick. And give that piece of candy to Julian, and he looks at it, and he can eat it, whatever.
But there you go.
And then the spectator can come across the stage with you to Lex as he picks out. And even if, that way, if Lex just holds it and puts it right in his mouth, well, the spectator saw.
Right.
And the spectator said, oh, that was the same piece of candy to the whole audience. You know, they're that eyes of the audience for you up on stage, just in case.
I think we got it. I think we are done.
Okay, well, there you go. So there you go. You got a new trick at Mass Nuttin'. So, ta-da!
Well, that's what I want. So Lana is doing, I think I've talked about it in the past.
Yeah.
Lana's doing something called a Koran medallion with a rubber ducky. And it makes sense because we talk about county fairs. And it's a callback because I say 400 shows a year. people can't wrap their head around that. We do 28 shows. Our busiest week we ever had was 2019 with 28 shows in 1 week. Because it's not enough days in the year. 400 shows. How's that work? Well, 28 shows in 1 week in 2019. That week was at the county fair, and Lana did the rubber ducky thing. And then we do Lana predicts a number of a rubber duck that she brought with her from home. But I need to get you back into the show.
Okay.
What are we doing with you this year? Let's talk it out on the air here.
I don't know. Are you just doing something I've always done before?
I don't know. I mean, we just wrote a bit for Lex and Julian. You don't have anything in mind?
No, I don't. I don't know what to tell you. You have something in mind?
Well, we could do something you've done before, but I was trying to do something new, maybe.
Okay. Well, we'll have to think on that.
Do you want to bring back your salt pour?
No.
The reason I don't like the salt pour is...
It's not my favorite.
Well,
I mean, it's fine, and it's
some people's favorite.
Cute, I know, but it's not my favorite to perform. Let's put it that way. I don't get all excited about it.
The reason I don't like it is because we did the song Tequila to it.
What's wrong with that?
I can't play it anywhere.
Oh, you can't put it up anywhere. That's why
they won't let me put it on YouTube. They won't let me put it on Facebook. They won't let me put it on Instagram. Because we don't own the rights to that music. Well, can I lease the rights, please? No, they won't let you do that.
Even when you say, I don't own the rights to this music, because you see people do that.
Yeah.
I don't own the rights to this music. And then
And they say, that's fine. They'll just mute it.
Oh, they mute it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
And if you know how I can do that, people, write in. Let me know. WesIsley@gmail.com. Because I'd love to put that video up. I'd love for everybody to see it.
Well, for now, that's a good reason not to do the salt pour. Plus, it's not my favorite to perform. It's a great trick. It's a great trick, but it's just not my favorite to perform. That's all. I don't know.
I don't know.
Drink of the Shoe is more fun. And
Instant Magicians almost
do the Dove appearance. That's more fun.
Well, do you want to do that again this year?
Yeah, find it. I have to practice it.
It's in the garage.
Is it?
Yeah, your whole box is out there.
Boy, that's just another thing we have to fit in the RV.
How funny is that? How funny is that trick though?
What?
Because I got that box that trick comes in at a magic convention at an auction.
What box? What are you talking about?
Your table that it comes in that opens up with the drawers inside.
Yeah.
It has a smell.
It does have a smell, and it still has a smell after all these years.
It's been 15 years. It
has not been 15 years.
All right. Yes, it has.
Has it? No, it hasn't. We were married.
Okay, it's 14 years. It was our first year at MAS. We brought that thing home.
I don't know, but it stinks. It stinks.
But it hasn't dulled. That smell hasn't dulled.
You're right. There's nothing that takes the smell out. I don't know what the heck was in it, but it's not a pleasant smell.
It's not like a fart spray smell.
No.
It's not like a...
It's like a musty, yucky smell. It's just odd.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a smell that you smell it, you're like, that's that table.
Yeah.
Every time. It's funny.
Yeah.
More bad news. We just got our RV back from the shop.
Yeah, that's good news.
That's great news. And everything's great.
And it didn't cost 2 arms and 2 legs to fix. Thank you, Jesus. Praise the Lord. I was worried about it because I don't know how bad it was. The whole thing cut off. Who the heck knows what's wrong with it?
I don't understand. How was the ignition the issue? Because we were driving down the road. It looks like the ignition would be to start it up.
The piece of paper said there was no spark going from something to another. So I guess it just keeps sparking. Something has to keep sparking in order to keep it on.
I don't know anything about cars. This makes no sense.
But
I figured the ignition spark would be initially when you start the vehicle. Well, we were driving down the road.
Yeah, well, it was all for a reason, babe. So we didn't die.
Well, if it had broke down 2 hours north, 2.5 hours north.
But I'm telling you,
Sam would have towed us to the nearest place, and then we'd have had to drive all the way up there to pick it up.
Right, and what I'm saying is, and who knows if they're honest, like the people that we take to.
Right.
And our brakes would have gone out before we got 2 hours up the road.
Well, that's what the neighbors said.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. We got our RV back. That's not bad news. That's great news. That's wonderful news.
Okay, so I'm calling the wrap place, and I'm saying, hey guys, guess what? Remember we were trying to figure out all this stuff, and we were going around the clock and day after day after day and trying to tell you guys, nope, I didn't like it that way, I want it this way, and I want it this way, and I want it this way, and every single day we were emailing? I haven't heard from you guys in 3 weeks.
What's going on?
And they were like, oh, we sent you an email. All we had available was
They didn't send us an email.
holiday. No, we didn't get an email. There is no email.
They're like, we can do it Memorial Day week, but we'd have to keep it through the Monday after that because we're not open on Memorial Day. I'm like, are you kidding me? 1, that's a busy weekend. 2, it doesn't work for us because we have illusion shows that we have to drag the trailer behind and bring the RV with for the end of the week. Are you able to get it done in 3 days? No, we need a full 5 days. Well then, sorry, that don't work. When's the next available time? We can do it next week or whatever, and we'll just take 2 cars to the show. Nope, we don't have anything till the end of July.
That's messed up.
Right?
So,
isn't it July? The end of
it's
July.
July 25th.
Okay.
It's the week they want now.
Yeah.
And they're saying give us 6 days. And they're saying give us 6 days. Because we're not sure we can do it in 5.
But they said 5 all this time. What's changed? Not the RV.
They've measured it now.
They measured it before.
They lost the measurements because the kid quit and took the cell phone with him.
That makes no sense.
You remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Anyway, so we'll have to give it up and take 2 cars to shows.
But I can't wait for that thing to get wrapped. Daggone it. I want my van wrapped. I want my RV wrapped.
It's going to look good once we get it done.
It's going to look like $1 million once we get it done. But now it's not until the end of July. And I told the lady, I said, that's why I was so on you guys about trying to get the proof done. Get the proof done.
We didn't want to have to wait till the middle of summer when we're so freaking busy.
Summer's our busy season, honey. And on July 25th, we have the Arlington Draft House on the 24th.
Right.
So we have to go to Northern Virginia.
Yep. Now we got to pay Willow to watch the boy. Because, Northern Virginia, do the show, pack it up, come home. We won't be home till 11 or 12. I'm going to have to just pay Willow to be with the boys because I'm not going to. We got to put them to bed. And then me and you are just going to have to go in the middle of the night to drop off the RV.
So we won't be home till like 2 in the morning.
Right.
And then that 25th, do we have a show?
No.
Okay, that's good. That's a Monday anyway.
Right. I think we have a show on that Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday. Not Monday, so we can recoup on Monday.
But anyway, that's my RV thing.
Yeah.
And June 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we're in Elkton, Maryland, at the Elkton Magic. Is the name of the theater, Elkton Magic.
Yeah.
Go to wesisley.com and get your tickets for that. This is going to be a unique show, guys. It's a small place. They expect to sell out. We're there the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, so figure out your show times. Go to the website and figure all that out. And then I think before the shows, we're doing magic classes. Does that sound right to you?
On the 3rd and 4th, and I think we're doing a matinee show on the 5th since it's a Sunday. And I think if I have it right, the magic lecture for magicians is after the show that day. I think.
So 3 different magic shows, or 3 magic shows, magic classes, and a lecture for magicians. Elkton Magic. Go to wesisley.com and go to my events page, and it has links to the ticket site there. But check that out, because like I said, they're expecting that to sell out. And as far as my lecture goes, guys, I got business stuff on there. If you're magicians, listen to this. I have business stuff on there. I have a dollar bill to Sharpie that I'm excited to debut for you guys there. I've been doing it for years and years and years, but I think it's a really cool trick. Card to pocket, that is a signed card to pocket where the spectator reaches in my pocket and grabs the card out. I don't touch my pocket. They reach in and grab the card out of my pocket. And they do that twice. So I think that's pretty awesome. It's a cool twist. Anything you want to talk about? Talk about your health business real quick. We got 5 minutes left.
Nothing to talk about for that.
You got how many customers now?
I think it's like 17 or 18. And I signed on my first coach. So I have a coach under me now, too, which is awesome because she's a client, but now she's a coach as well. She wants to start coaching and paying it forward because she really likes the program. So kind of like what I did. I loved my results and really believe in the program and think it will work. It does work. It works. I'm living proof. Wes is living proof.
I'm
Clients,
25 pounds down now. You are
like 48, I think.
wow.
But I mean, yeah, we're living proof. My clients are living proof. It works. You follow the system. It's easy and it works. And she's seeing results and she's loving the results and she's loving not just the scale dropping, but fitting her clothes better, all sorts of things that are happening for her health wise. And so she's excited to start coaching and bring on clients of her own, which I think is wonderful.
Now, where is she from?
Hawaii.
So I just think of those people out there, those big Samoan dudes. Get all them on the program. It'll just make the whole culture change. She'll have 1 million clients. Those
Skinny
big
Samoans.
Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? Because they're all big.
They are big.
What is it? Eating pork all day and
I don't know.
there's what is it? The pork roasts. Aren't they roasting
The
pigs over the
luau's?
fire? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. You'd have to ask somebody who's Samoan.
But
But
her over there in Hawaii,
Mhm.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
I think so.
So if you guys want information on how you can lose weight, or just get information on it, you don't
Get
have to book
healthy.
anything. You don't have
And
to do
it's
anything.
not just weight. You can do healthy mind, healthy finances, healthy body. That's the 3 things that they do.
So how do they reach out to you?
You can go on Facebook and look up Natalie Isley, or you can go on Instagram.
And man, I set her up with a business card this week that got printed. It's got her link tree on there.
Yeah.
It's got all of her socials on there. And if you go to Wes Iseli on Facebook, you can see a picture of it. But I tagged you in it, so it's
Yeah,
on yours. It's on your
mine
page.
too. Yeah.
Natalie Isley on Facebook. Find her. Just ask for information. She's not a hard pressure salesman,
No.
but she'll help you out.
I'll tell you what it is, and either you like it, you want to do it, or you say no thank you. And I say, okay, that's fine. That's all there is to it.
And are we allowed to mention clients?
I don't know if you think he's okay with that.
I'm mouthing it to her. I'm mouthing it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Would I get in trouble? I don't know her clients, but I know my brother signed up. And I'm
if he gets mad, he's mad at you.
No, but I'm gonna brag on my brother because
He's done amazing.
in a week.
In 1 week.
Go ahead, tell everybody.
In 1 week, he lost 12 pounds.
And
And his blood sugar levels are perfect.
dude, he was diabetic.
They've never been better. So,
He had type
I'm
2
very
diabetes, and his doctor is just
happy.
tickled pink.
I'm tickled pink.
I almost cried
told
when
me-
he told me that because he's my older brother, man. I don't want him dying. I don't want him. He's got high blood pressure medicine. He's got diabetes. Dude, eat right. Natalie will take care of you.
Yeah.
And him and hawed about it for a while, and he finally signed up. And boy, he's the best customer they had. Sorry,
man.
I clapped my hands.
Woo.
But he's like the best customer.
He's done great. He's done amazing. When he told me that, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, oh my gosh. Good job. Good job. You stick to the program. Now, men always do better than women, but you stick to the program and you're going to get good results. Now, he might not lose 12 pounds every week.
He might not.
That was
Come on,
his
Coach.
first week.
He will not lose.
He's not going to lose 12 pounds
I can tell
every
you
week.
that.
But, that first week, that's a good start. That's a good motivator. I'm very proud of him. He's done real well. He's continuing to do real well. So that's awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we're learning a lot and experiencing through these people. And Natalie said that's what she likes about it. You're celebrating these people's victories, celebrating their wins with them.
Yeah.
And
it's also accountability on my end, because how can I coach somebody and not be doing what
and
I'm
have
telling?
a beer and a sliver of cake and not feel guilty.
I did feel guilty. But I think you can do that every once in a while, and it'll be okay. I just don't want to do it again until I'm at my goal. And then, every once in a while,
I think we can
you'd be
get to
all
the
right.
goal. I think you can get to your goal by our next anniversary, so it'll be all right.
Yeah. I will be to my goal My goal is to be at my goal in 2 more months.
All right. Well,
So,
let's do it.
check
Let's
in.
do it. I'm going to be at my goal in a week.
Okay.
I got like 10 more to lose.
Try a month. Try a month.
Anyway, we'll check back in next month and let you guys know I'll be at my goal and Natalie is still dieting.
And that's fine. You'll transition off.
There you go. All right. Well, guys, see you next week. Check us out online at wesisley.com and patreon.com/Wes_Isley for behind-the-scenes videos, blooper videos, never-before-seen footage, discounts on merchandise, magic trick tutorials, and more. That's Wes Iseli, spelled Wesiseli.